everyone. Thank you for joining me. I think this is FlossTube number 4, but I have to check. I haven't done this for a while because I haven't had time. September was really busy, and I had to finish up quilting projects, so I had limited stitching time, but I got a little bit in. The last couple weeks have been a bit better, so I have a few things to show you because I actually got enough done that I can show you it looks different. And I will try to do a photo right about here somewhere as we go when I edit this video. I'll show you the rocking horses. I brought this piece of paper pad out, so hopefully it supports it a little bit better. There. There's Trotter so far. I was working on down in here on the rocker, mostly with all the yellows and some of the back legs too. And I also worked on Diamond, so we'll get this up here, and I'll put both of the pictures on the side as we go too. So Diamond looks like that, and again, I was working on the rocker, like down here. I'll go a little closer so you can see that better. So those are coming along pretty well. Let me see, we'll do, oh, here's the, we'll do this. That is what the Carolers project is going to look like, right about there somewhere. I can't actually see what I'm showing you, I'm just hoping for the best. It's from this book. I changed up the colors. I didn't like what they used, so not all the DMC I'm using is the DMC called for in this chart. Mine looks like this. Here, put it on this, a bit better. So I started the ladies, but you can see I have a different brown on the man's jacket. I changed out one of the pinks on the lady's hat, on this lady here on the side. You'll be able to tell better as I get it going. But some of the color choices in this book are a little bit weird. Alright. This is my no thinky project. It's pretty easy to do, although I don't have this gray. I have to get some. It is, hang on, what does it say? 535. I don't have any 535. I suppose I could use a different gray, but whatever. This was free. I just did a search for red truck cross stitch. And it doesn't look like much, but I did start on the tree part. Eventually, it'll be an ornament when I get it done. I did pretty good work on the Wise Men ornament. It's from this old magazine. Excuse me. And that's what it's supposed to look like. That's really dark fabric that they use, so it's kind of hard to see, I think. My fabric's gray too, but it's not that dark. Them the right way. Hang on. Upside down. There we go. Okay. There. I've been concentrating on working my way down on the Wise Men's robes and the border on the side and the top. The border on the bottom is right underneath the robe, so I don't want to do that border until I get more robe done. So as I continue with border, I'm going to do the top part rather than the bottom. This one is, I think it's Stormy Gray Jobelin, 28 count. Again, a piece of whatever I had kicking around. I started this one ages ago, so I don't honestly remember what it was. I was working on this pattern too. This is free from Al Force Embroidery, but my printer did something weird. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but you see up here where it really shows like a gingerbready color of brown? That's 407. That's throughout the whole thing. But for whatever reason, like down here, it looks like kind of a funny olivey green color. It's not that. It's all that 407. There's only like 5 colors in total in this whole thing. So, I don't know. But, yeah, these bears are going to have that kind of gingerbread color brown on them. the same as the top bear. And I've been working on this bear. So you can see there's the motif goes all the way through, and then there's 3 bears and 3 bears. So let me use the board, or the paper for this, because this is really, it's kind of big. This is 32 count Lugana from some piece I had in my stash, but I couldn't tell you what color it was. Sand, maybe, I don't know. There, can you guys see that okay? So I'm working my way up on the bear. I'll get to the top of him, and I'll do the motifs at the top because there's more of those snowflakes. And then I'll do the other 2 bears on the top and then work my way back down. This is really fun to stitch. And I have the other pattern with the dark brown bears, and they all have red sweaters. It's equally cute. I just wanted to start this one first. And finished up the hot pad from this book. I didn't do mine on white though. If you've been following along with my renewal of cross stitch since the summer, you'll see what I mean. This is again some old, I don't know what, Ada that I had. Whoops, give me the board back, hold on. Or the paper back. Just too floppy without it. Okay, so it was nearly done. I just had to finish up like backstitch and this black border. And I have hot pepper fabric that I'm going to use to make the hot pad out of it. I will finish it off at some point, hopefully before Christmas, because I want it as a gift, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I was trying to find a good pattern for a Christmas ornament for my daughter, and I hunted around, and I would have bought the pattern if I'd found what I liked, but they were using weird fonts and stuff, and I didn't like that, so I went back to my trusty alphabet book that I've had for a gazillion years, and I found a font that I liked better, and I made the rest of this up out of my head. So, let's get the paper back here. This is for my daughter. Now, you can see that. The reds are, whoops, 718 and 321, or 817 and 321. The green is 909. I just pulled stuff together that I thought looked good. The beads are the regular glass, hang on, what do my notes say here? The regular glass seed beads, like they're not antique or anything like that. Color 00557. And the braid is Krynic number 4, color 002. That I just did backstitch with. That come out pretty good. That'll be an ornament. I'll get that done. Now this one is from this book. This is my new start. There's tons of stuff in this book, and it does have really good finishing up instructions for all kinds of things. So let me get the page. It's really big and heavy, so I'm going to do my best to hold it for you. And I don't want you to see the chart because it's kind of copyable. But you see that green Celtic knot at the top? That's what I'm doing, but I'm not doing it green. It only uses 3 colors and there's no backstitch. So what I did was I pulled all the greens out that it used, and I matched like the tones for the purple that I'm going to use, because my son and his girlfriend have February birthdays. So I'm going to make them a little ornament with that. So I'll show you what mine looks like. So it doesn't look like a heck of a lot, and I got to make sure I even have it the right way around. Hold on. It goes like this. So I'm doing the bottom part of the circle so far. That dark purple is DMC 550, and the light one is 554. And I'm sorry, I can't remember which one I chose for the medium. 553, I think. But I'll check it as I go and get you guys that information. And this is 28 count white Jubilee. That's 100% cotton even weave. Again, I had it in my stash from I don't know what. But it was big enough, so I used it. So, there we go. That's me for right now. I didn't have any particular method of choosing these projects to work on. I just wanted to do these ones, like get those ones finished up, work on the polar bears because it's cute. Just felt like it. That's why I chose them. So we're going to carry on forwards, and I'll get some more done, and hopefully I will do another FlossTube for you maybe later in November. I don't know. We'll see how time goes. At any rate, thanks very much for joining me. Do appreciate it. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching.